The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
No, sir.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
You talk about this Titan defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Hey, Silver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 73. Hey.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Swift. Busts through the tackle, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The Eagles at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
You talk about this Titan defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice in. We know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. 4th down. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. He
team talks about starting fast, they're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now a 3rd and 6.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
Second and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 29. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
73.
Throwing is Hurts. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the 1st score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 59 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Henry again on second down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
He was brought down by Nolan Smith. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down.
And Levis going to change the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Levis to throw once more. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Here's Spears on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Johnson for the extra point try. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Henry up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Now Levis. He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he finds Austin complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Austin brings in the quick throw. Touchdown! Calvin Austin
From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And, you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the 2nd half.
There's still another half? And Johnson's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Levis now on second down. That one's taken in by Spears. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Levis back to throw. Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw, it's Levis. It's caught, it's Chenault again. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Levis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. A shot downfield for Burks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back.
Touchdown, Titans! Trailing Birds, 75 yards.
And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
A try here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slow Silver, ready? Hey, let's go.
Throwing is Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. 2nd and goal at the Titans' 1-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are pouring it on. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Wide open receiver, complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Levis out of the shotgun now. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, whether it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Levis to throw it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Levis looking to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This is Swift on the counter. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Bryce Hall. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. Touchdown, Eagles! From 6 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Levis. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Tennessee.
And Levis going back to the air. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw, it's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Levis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Levis on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick six. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Back to the air on second down, Levis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Third down, it's Willis. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Willis, got to have this one.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Levis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Levis back to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Levis's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
And he's got this down to the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.